Hello and welcome to a Project Cars 2 video where today we're going to be taking a look at one of the bundles for Project Cars 2. The bundle that we're going to be taking a look at is the Japanese car pack. The first vehicle to be featuring in this bundle is the Honda 2 and 4 Concept. This little rocket features a 1000cc MotoGP engine from Honda's program running up to a red line at 14,000 RPM. It features a very futuristic heads-up display with a transparent panel that features the tachometer and a rear view camera. It does very little in the way of hindering your visibility around the car. The visibility in itself is very good anyway. The very minimalistic bodywork and the open wheel nature gives you a very clear view of your surroundings. The car features a pretty flat under tray and also a small diffuser. Couple that with its very short wheelbase and only weighing at 400 kilograms, this car is an absolute joy to drive through the corners. It's very light, really nimble, responds perfectly to the driver's inputs, and is really good fun to chuck around on a tight and twisty circuit and get that rear end stepped out. This car will feature in the Track Day B class and will certainly put up a fight against some of its competitors on the tighter and twistier circuits. The next car to feature in this DLC pack is the Honda Civic Type-R FK2. The FK2 came out hard-hitting in the hot hatch market in 2016 and was the first Type R to come with a turbo fitted as standard. Featuring a 6-speed transmission and 306 horsepower delivered to the front wheels, this Civic Type R will take you from 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds and up to a top speed of 167 miles per hour. This Civic Type R FK2 also looks great as well. The pretty aggressive bodywork styling produces some nice angles and actually also produces some reasonable amounts of downforce as well to reduce lift. With all the power going to the front wheels, you need to be particularly careful of power understeer, especially when the turbo and the VTEC kicks in. The braking on the car is nice and sharp and the turn-in response is absolutely fantastic. There may be a little bit of off-throttle oversteer from time to time, but it's very easy to manage. Driving it smoothly is certainly one of the best ways to drive this car. The Honda Civic Type-R FK2 will feature in the Road F car class. The third car to feature in the Japanese car pack will be the Nissan 280ZX IMSA GTX car. This Nissan 280ZX will help expand the Group 5 category within the game. Producing up to 940 horsepower from its V8 engine, the car comes with a rather significant sized turbo that produces quite a bit of turbo lag, and it means that you really have to wrestle and manhandle the car from time to time. It's definitely providing more of a challenge to those more advanced drivers. As with all Group 5 cars, it features some pretty ludicrous bodywork styling in order to try and produce downforce. Finding the right balance through a corner though is actually quite tricky, but it becomes highly rewarding when you get the turbo lag just right on the exit of the corner and you manage to keep the rear end in check. The car features a 5-speed H-pattern manual gearbox. And due to the power of the car, it certainly requires some advanced driving techniques such as hill towing. It's definitely one of those aimed for the more advanced sim drivers, but everyone should be able to enjoy this car and race it in the Group 5 category within Project Cars 2. The final car to feature in the Japanese car pack is the Nissan Skyline GTR R-32 that comes from the Group A category. Back in the early 90s, this Nissan Skyline took the Group A racing by storm. It won the 90, 91 and 92 Group A championships, and over in Japan it won 29 races out of 29 starts across 4 seasons. The car featured twin turbos, all-wheel drive and also all-wheel steering. Certainly makes for very interesting handling as the turn-in is really good, and of course with the twin turbos the power down the straights is absolutely monstrous. The Nissan Skyline can produce up to 600 brake horsepower, so it's certainly no slouch down the straights. This will be where most of the passing from the car will be done, however it's certainly a lot of fun through the corners as well. The racing in the Group A car class will certainly be very interesting, especially with the addition of the Nissan Skyline GTR R-32. The Japanese car pack was available to those who pre-ordered the game prior to launch. However, if you did miss out on that, the Japanese car pack will be available separately at a later date. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this short little video of the 4 cars that are available inside the car bundle. But for now and until the next video, have fun and take care.